All right. Welcome back, y'all, to another week, another episode of the No 304 Show. I am 78 Sports TV, and I got my co-host, my brother, Blue Ray. What's happening with the Blue?
What's up, family? What's going on? Everybody in the chat, how y'all doing? Another Wednesday, we're going up. Make sure you like and share the video. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, indeed, man. Thank y'all for joining us week in and week out. Yeah, share the video for sure. Hit that like button. Tweet the YouTube algorithm, man. Shout out to the brother AB in here early with the two-piece and that super sticker. Much love and much appreciation, good brother. Let me see here. We got Mike Check Global. See you in the building, man. We got Gabe Moore up in here. We got RT in the building. TY Boxing, salute. We got the homie Anwar Willis is in the building. Sheriff Deputy Max, Stephen L. What it do? The lovely love is the word is in the building. We got the homie HC Boxing up in chair. Sheldon in the building. What it do, Sheldon? We got Young Abel in the building. Mahari Nation Sports Podcast up in here. Yeah, shout out to my brother Trill Will. Got that 10K. You know what I'm saying? Trill Will didn't reach 10,000 subscribers. Shout out to the good brother. Hopefully we'll pull up today. I know we're going to be talking about some of his favorite topics. Let me see here. We got here Justin Cash in the building. Keon Jackson, what it do, fam? Divine Photo, salute. Much love to everybody in the building, man. All right, y'all. We got us a good show. What's up, Felix Nunez? We got us a good show for y'all today, man. It's gonna be a little controversial. Might get a little hectic up in here in these streets, man. But let's get it cracking with the first topic, man. I'm gonna wait until some more y'all get in here before we get to the main topic of the looters and whatnot. But let's go ahead and let's get right to some controversy.
Morning. He has something he wants to say about school shootings. Here is his extra point.
Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida. 17 dead, the last report I saw. And everybody sends their thoughts and prayers again because that works so well. This is the 18th high school shooting in America this year, and we have 10 and a half months to go. We've had 290 since 2013. We average about one a week, but there's just nothing we can do. If it was a Muslim or a Mexican doing the shooting, how many new laws and how much money would we spend then to stop the madness? But since it's almost always a white kid, there's just nothing we can do. America has 5% of the world's population, and yet 31% of the world's mass shootings. We're worried about people coming to this country. They should be worried about us going to theirs. Australia had 4 mass shootings between 87 and 96. They passed stricter gun laws and haven't had a single mass shooting since. And here I thought, guns don't kill, people do. Is this the people we are? Last time I said we need to find a way to stop a nut with a gun, and that's all I said. I get an email saying, I'm saving my last bullet to put it right between your eyes. Just another responsible gun owner in America, and I'm taking all bets he's a white guy. So there's just nothing we can do. I'm Dale Hansen. It's getting harder to enjoy the day.
That man just went off. He went all the way off, man. All right, so we know Blu-ray gun control, stricter gun laws has been talked about. It doesn't seem like I can't say he lying because it seemed like this country is stalling on any type of gun reform. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people feel like, you know, any type of gun reform is a violation of their rights or something like. What's up, Rod Neal, and all that kind of stuff. But Blu-ray, what's your thoughts on the gun laws in America?
I understand the gun laws because the actual gun laws were put in place to prevent government tyranny. So if they take all our weapons, it's much easier for us to be overtaken. And so, like, you got to think about, like, some of the genocide that's happening in Africa. When you go to, like, the Congo and different places like that, when you have the rebels going around and doing genocide across these different countries in Africa, and these individuals, the reason, like, look at all the Christians that have been unalived in Nigeria. It's insane, bro. Go do your research on how many Christians have been unalived in Africa.
Oh yeah,
And,
I know, bud.
and so the thing is that it's easy to go into a village and unalive almost everyone and take control and beat the women and take advantage of the women and take the kids when you can't protect yourself. So they're talking about gun laws, and in Africa, bro, it's ridiculous. Look at, the countries that we steady supporting with all that's going on over there. Like, they make America look like angels when you look at, the I'm not gonna. It starts with an I, ends with an L, and it starts with a P and ends with an E. You forbidden to even say certain, countries and their disputes and what's been going on for hundreds of years. But then they want to sit up here and look at America like we just the worst. No. Think about October 7th, 78. So it's to prevent government tyranny. I understand that we're going to have, just like Charlie Kirk said, and people going to understand, because this was the context of what Charlie Kirk said. I understand that human beings are not perfect. Things are going to transpire. Some people will be unalive, but I'd rather have my protection where I can protect my family, my children, myself, etc., and understand that in the hands of some individuals, some things might transpire. Some people might be unalive, and that's just the truth about it.
Well, that's the thing, though. I think the misconception is a lot of conservatives feel like they're trying to take your guns. That's not what's happening. What they're saying is we need stiffer gun laws to make sure people with mental health issues, the right people, do not get wrong people, I should say, do not get their hands on weapons. Make this stricter. So, right, the last time I bought a pistol when I was legal, I think it took like 2 days for me to get it, but I can get the rifle right away. I can just walk in there and you get the chopper. You know what I'm saying? Semi-automatic AK-47, AR-15, whatever. Now I gotta wait 2 days for the paperwork to come back for the pistol, if it's still like that. But what they're saying is we want stricter laws to where instead of you being able to go get an assault rifle in the same day, make you wait a couple of days for that too. Let's do a background check on you. Let's do a background check on who's in your house to make sure nobody in your house is a schizophrenic. Let's make sure this and that. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with stiffer laws on that. I don't listen, because we know bad guys is gonna get weapons anyway, regardless. Bad guys are gonna find a way to make it do what it do. But with to the point of this guy, what he's talking about is that these crimes are being committed 99% of the time by white guys, and everybody's acting like they don't know what to do. It ain't nothing we can do. But like he said, if this was a Mexican doing this, if this was an Arab doing this, everybody in their mind, everybody be losing their mind. Go ahead, Blueberry. I gotta take this call.
Yeah. No, so I 100% agree with him and understand him. But again, like I said, I'd rather have my gun rights. And even when you're talking about, okay, stricter gun laws, okay, if we were to actually look at the actual facts and look at the actual numbers, we know felons are not supposed to have weapons. But there's a felon every single day disobeying the rules, going against, chancing their lives from being incarcerated because they decide to protect themselves. So even if you had stricter gun laws, when you look at the most of the crimes, and I could be wrong, but if we could look up the stats, I wish I had my other phone and actually look up how many felons actually commit gun crimes. And so if felons outweigh the non-felons, then that proves that even if you have stricter gun laws, there's no way to stop it across the board because they're still doing it, and the stats actually back up.
They're gonna. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna. We know some people are gonna do it, but you have to have some type of deterrent. Other countries like the UK, they
But
don't have the gun violence that we got.
but hold on, 7 8. The deterrent is jail time, and that doesn't
But
bother
they
some
don't.
fellas.
No, jail time is not a deterrent in America no more because America's prison system is day camp. America's prisons, listen, dudes got cell phones. You can go on YouTube and watch dudes in jail beating people up, rapping, and all kinds
Yeah,
of stuff.
but you get in trouble if you got a cell phone.
Man, them people don't care. Man, everybody in jail got a cell phone in prison. American
I'm
prison.
not saying they don't, because I've talked to people, and and I'm pretty sure you know, but I've seen people, like I've had friends tell me, nah, you don't want to get caught on no cell phone because they'll add time to your
Right,
prison
but
sentence.
right, but you got to think about this. Like we said, it's no longer a deterrent because, first of all, most of these dudes is out here living their life reckless, and the only time they have any type of stability in their life, and 3 square meals a day and a place to sleep is when they locked up, because ain't no pressure on them and when you locked up, you just got to do your time, do your bid. In the real world, you got pressure to pay bills, find somewhere to stay. You got pressure to be a man, take care of your kids. You go to prison, you ain't got all the pressure go away. That's your excuse.
But
But
7 8,
anyway,
think about this, bro. There are a lot of people with guns in America, and most of the people with guns do not commit crimes, bro. And that's
no, he talking, but right, that's right. But he talking specifically about the people who are committing this crime. They are going into schools and doing these mass shootings are 99% of the time white dudes.
no facts.
Right. So this is a crime that's being overlooked as if we ain't got nothing to do. But I know for a fact, if this, it's gonna take 2 Muslims. You let 2 Muslims go up to school and do something, boy, we finna have legislation. We finna have race. Listen, okay,
True.
so you
No,
mean to
I
tell
agree
me,
with that. You're right.
right?
If it was us or blacks, then there would be something. There would be some type of repercussion as far as, like, when Congress and the Senate, they will be hosting meetings on how we can stop this from prevent this from transpiring again. And
Absolutely.
they don't do it when it comes to the white people.
They not going to do it to their people because of the stigma. These people know what. Listen, bro, they don't want you looking at them. They understand the power of media, the power of labeling, which is why that's why I was saying about how they do these black celebrities. They want to tell you that Diddy and R. Kelly and all. They want the black man to look like he is the face of trafficking and all this beastly behavior,
Fact.
right? But then turn around when white folks do something, they want to downplay it and act like it ain't a big deal because they understand the power of imagery. See, this is why. See,
I'm gonna give you a prime example, bro.
Mhm.
Let me ask you this real quick, and I'm gonna ask a check. If a black man was to unalive a white woman, what do you think it'd be out on the news? I'm talking about,
Man,
huh?
yeah, bro. If a black man unalive a white woman, it's going. If it don't make the news, it's gonna make the YouTube street something vicious.
All
And
right,
it's
so watch this. There's a guy in Dallas, Texas. I can send you the video, bro. He unalived. I'm talking about a black man, straight up street nigga, bro, gangster. Unalived a white woman in the middle of the street, bro. You never heard about it in Milwaukee, huh?
No, I'm hearing about it. I'm hearing about it now.
Hold on. It been happened though. This happened about a couple months ago. But you know why it didn't make the news? I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about in the middle of the street, gunned down. You know why it didn't make it everywhere? Because of what you just talking about, the imagery. Guess what, bro? She was in Dallas visiting her boyfriend, but she was married.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna you can't have her look like a 304.
Exactly. So I just brought that up to kind of back up your statement about the imagery of YT people. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, here it is, this black man. I'm talking about in the middle. I'm talking about, bro, it's broad. I'm talking about gunned down, bro. Like, it ain't nowhere in the world that mud not supposed to be plastered all over the news. But the thing was, she was from a prominent family, and she was in Dallas, and she was cheating on her husband, bro. And that's why it didn't go viral.
Yeah, and they don't want you because they don't want you to ask the right questions. Just like when the coach of the Celtics at the time, Ime Udoka, who when he was messing with a co-worker and she was married, not him.
Facts.
They butchered him. They tore his name up in the media and hid her name and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do though. They understand imagery, which is why I forgot, was it Tucker? I don't know if it was Tucker Carlson. I don't think it was Tucker Carlson. I forgot who it was. But one of them guys a couple years ago was like, look, he don't like the fact that his son looks up to LeBron James. He said he not a racist. He just want his son to look up to somebody to look like him. Right?
I don't think that was Tucker Carlson.
No. I don't think that was Tucker Carlson either. But he was maybe he was on Tucker Carlson's show. I can't remember. But anyway, the guy, what's up, Brown Sugar Tay Tay? What's up, Truly Chosen? So the guy say, yeah, I want my kid to look up to somebody who looks like him. I don't want him growing up because he'll never be able to jump like LeBron. He'll never be able to play like LeBron or Michael Jordan. He'll never be able to do that, this and that. So now the fact that, and he had a bunch of people agreeing with him. He said, yeah, that's not racist. That's just one. Okay, cool. So if y'all understand the imagery and the impact of that and how your kid gonna grow up to feel inferior to a LeBron or a Michael Jordan, then how is it that you don't understand, or maybe you do understand, the imagery that y'all put out about us? Now, our kids gonna grow up thinking that we ain't nothing, and our history started in slavery, and we ain't never accomplished nothing or done or put nothing forth in the universe and done nothing good. You know what I'm saying? What's up,
yeah? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got a TikTok I'm gonna make tomorrow, and it's a response to Matt Walsh, because Matt Walsh, he made a video that pissed me off, bro. I'm talking about, when I say piss me off, bro, it pissed me off because it's a black woman going crazy talking about, we're going, like, since y'all taking our food stamps, et cetera, we're gonna if we get hungry, we're gonna eat white people and all this old crazy stuff. And I'm like, bro, you will literally post that trying to make it simple. Like, bro, I ain't never been on food stamps in my life. So you will post that, or no government assistance. You will post that, use this black woman as your reasoning to say something toward black culture. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of black culture is not on food stamps. It is a known fact that more white people, bro, are on SNAP benefits than black people. Now, when you talk about per household, of course we outnumber them, but the only reason is because most YT people have more two-parent households than black individuals. So that would be the caveat to why per household black people do outnumber white people when it comes to food stamps. But when it comes to SNAP benefits, white people outnumber black people, and that's a statistical fact. But they lean that on, well, because there's more white people than black people.
Well, so yeah, they full of it, because I've worked with several. I used to work with this dude, and ironically, his name was Kevin too. He's a cold racist, right? Now, this dude was sitting. He used to always listen to Rush Limbaugh back in the day, and he's listening to Rush Limbaugh radio show, and they just used to irritate the hell out of me. He have it turning up real loud so I can hear, right? So anyway, this dude act like he just hate ninjas and this and that. And he never said that, but I know what it is. But he ninjas is just black folks and the crime in Milwaukee and the sheriff ain't doing this and that and blah blah blah. So one day he outside talking to me, and he frustrated because he just had a phone conversation with his daughter, and he's like, yeah, my daughter, she's living out in Whitefish Bay, and damn rent's $2,300 a month, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, $2,300, that's a lot, man, for an apartment. And like, yeah, man, but the thing is, she's on rent assistance, so they were covering, they were paying like $1,600 a month of that, and I just had to cover the rest, and whoa, and but now they're talking about they're not going to cover it, and then because she makes too much money. And I'm like, come on, man, you got these welfare queens that sit around here and they're just collecting, and I'm like, welfare queen? You mean your daughter? That's what she is. What are you talking about? How the hell are you gonna flip it? And because he really trying to talk crazy about black people. But this is the arrogance of these people. How you gonna say somebody else a welfare queen taking advantage of the system when your daughter is staying somewhere way above her means, where her rent is $2,300 a month for an apartment, and the government giving her $1,600 towards that? Your daughter need to be living somewhere in a regular apartment where she paying $700-800 a month back in those days.
Yeah.
No way. Like she too good to live around people of color or something. She got to be somewhere in Whitefish Bay. Man, get up out of here. These people always on some government assistance. They just don't. They think when they getting it, they deserve it. My goodness gracious. But anyway, let's go on to the next clip here. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, you're gonna enjoy this one here.
Down to love them.
What else? And a man is in a relationship for love. If
No.
you're in a real, what is he in a relationship for?
You tell us that. That's a good question. What do you think men is in relationship?
Love.
Y'all said no.
What
Hell
else?
no.
What am I getting besides somebody saying they love me?
So you think men?
What am I here for if all I'm getting is what you're saying you're giving me?
Which is the love.
What am I getting? So what am I here for? You name it.
It gotta be love because there's nothing else that's coming.
Thank you.
I don't believe that though.
That's the fucked up part about it.
I don't believe that.
That's the fucked up part about it. What the fuck else am I getting?
That's a fact, but I don't believe that. But that is a fact.
That's the part about being delusional as a woman.
Yeah, you're right. Because
What the fuck was that? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. This is the proof that chicks just want to argue, they just be arguing, bro. Like, I don't understand how you go from disagreeing with somebody to saying that they right, but I just don't believe that. With no basis to your argument, no nothing. That's the definition of delusional. What's your thoughts on the Blu-ray?
Bro, I'm literally speechless. I don't even know how to respond to that because
Hold on. Matter of fact, before you answer, let me play this one too.
I feel like a lot of men think that they are it. They are the prize.
Right after this, he flips the whole convo on her.
Well, if they're getting chose, then I don't see how their reality tells them that's what it is.
Right, but they think that 5 girls, women, whatever, choosing them is, they're top, they're him, that's it.
The reason why a man would think that, you know how choosy women are? So if 5 choosy women choose on one guy,
Then he gotta tell 4 of them, all right, I'm good, I got one.
what if all 5 girls is giving him the same thing? What if one of them aren't sticking out?
You have to pick.
But look, when a woman's being wined and dined by multiple men at the same time, does she have to pick? Or does she have the right to allow all those men to prove themselves?
Okay,
You gotta say yes or no.
okay, I'm gonna let you answer that. Go over there real quick. Okay.
Unbelievable.
oh my god, bro, listen, bro, I don't even know what to say, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Man, the hypocrisy is something vicious, ain't it?
Bro, the double standards between men and women is so obvious, and then when we call them out, then we're sexist, we're misogynistic, we don't like women, we gay. It's just all type of stuff when you try to make women hold accountability or when you do anything that backs up a man. But these women literally got the same question proposed to her, and she literally didn't want to take accountability. And then the first one, she admitted that he was right. But then she said, I'm not going to believe it. On purpose. I'm going to intentionally not believe it, but you're right.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm going to be difficult just to be difficult, just because I'm going to be, that's the definition of a bitch. You being disagreeable, ain't that the definition of a bitch? Besides female dog?
Bro, that was diabolical, my brother. I didn't even, bro. Like, clips like that, you ain't have to respond, bro. You just really be like, yeah, that's the color blue, that's the color red, that's the color black. Yeah, I'm looking at what I'm looking at, but it's crazy how women will literally tell you, I'm not looking at what I'm looking at, or I didn't read what I read, or I didn't see what I saw.
It's crazy, bro. Like they can. I don't understand why she couldn't see it from the male perspective, from a male. So it's cool for you, but for you to have a bunch of men courting you and buying you gifts, and everybody doing something for you. This one over here pay your car note. This one over here pay your rent. This one over here, you like him. He give you good sex. Then you got another one over here. He funny. You like to go out to eat with him. You know what I'm saying? But then if a man in the same position, we got women for this. Oh, you a player. Oh, you must be zesty. Why you got all these women? Why you doing this and that? Why don't you got one woman? Sit down somewhere, bitch. Ain't nobody finna listen to this nonsense.
Yeah.
Nobody finna listen to that. What's up, Phenomenal Mexican? I see you in the building. What's up with it, Coach 67 Sports TV, the good brother Tiz Frank. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right. Let me see here. Y'all make sure y'all be ready when we drop the link if y'all want to pull up. Let me see here. All right. Got us another topic here for you.
The welfare department came to our home. They talked with my mother about moving into the housing project, but the stipulation was that my father could not be with us. They would put us into the housing project only if he left the state. My mother and father discussed it, and they decided that it was best for the 12 children for the father to leave the home. And that's how we got into the projects.
The welfare department had a rule that no able-bodied man could be in the house if a woman received aid for dependent children. If a man lost his job, he's looking for work, he still had to leave the home. And there was even a night staff of men who worked for the welfare department whose job was to go to the homes of the welfare recipients, and they searched to find if there was a man in the home. Sometimes men came back at night to be with their families. Some were found in the closet.
Just fucking disgusting, man. But I'm playing this just because I know last time we had this conversation. Well, I think I did a video about it or something. I had some woman in the chat telling me that that's a myth and that didn't happen that way, and I should know. I'm in my early 60s and it didn't happen. I'm like, lady, I don't care what you talking about. I don't know where you was at, but I remember watching my uncle creeping out the window and getting his boots and stuff out the closet when the white lady with the briefcase show up. And as a kid, I'm looking at this like, man, every time I spend the night over here, my uncle got to like hide in his own house and stuff. I ain't understand what was going on till I became a teenager and started really being able to process the information as to what was happening. But this is how they effectively destroyed the black family, in my opinion. But Blu-ray, what's your thoughts on it, man?
Yeah, man, it's true. It's sad how the queen, our queens, took on a feminist movement that had nothing to do with us. It had 100% to do with the YT women dealing with the YT men, and we actually hung on the coattails of their movement, and then they presented us with some little candy as a little treat to get us focused on, their subsidies as far as food stamps, and we'll help you do this. But you got one requirement: you cannot have a man in the home, and some women took that deal, and so. I'm glad that they're doing away with a lot of these benefits, because now, you won't be able to kick a man out the house or quit dealing with a man, so fast, because, some of them just turn their back on it because I got the government to lean on. But now you don't have the government to lean on. So maybe we'll see more marriages. Maybe we'll see more two-parent households. So I'm not against what's going on, because at the end of the day, how many times have we seen a woman in a Mercedes-Benz getting food stamps and SNAP benefits? All their kids got on Jordans going to school clean every day. I've seen too many people that I know personally abuse this system, which I'm not against it 100%, because hey, I look at it as a form of reparation because they done messed over us with so much. So I'm not 100% against it. But at the same time, I am against it when it comes to this context of what they're talking about when women use it and as a crutch where they won't deal with a man because they'll lose their benefits.
Yeah, man, it's nuts, bananas. Shout out to brother Drew Titan LLC in the building. What it do, Drew? Shout out to everybody in the building.
Drew, what it do?
Yeah, this definitely messed up the black community, and like you said, man, it's a lot of people who weighed their options, and they said, well, I got a man, you know what I'm saying, he working off and on and stuff like that, especially when you a black man working in a system that ain't designed for you to win. And then you got the government telling the woman, hey, get rid of that nigga now, I'll be your man, I'm gonna take care of you and your kids. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is vote how I tell you to vote, do what I tell you to do. You know what I mean? That's what happened. I know people don't want to hear that, but that's what happened. So now, people, women made a choice. And they said, well, if the government going to take care of me, I can still creep off and mess with my man and get pregnant because, whenever I want to, and they're going to keep taking care of the babies. You know what I'm saying? The man just can't live in the house with me, And a lot of people got used to living like in that crazy, filthy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, they still living like that, man. It's people right now who, I had a cousin back in the day, RIP to him, but he was getting, I think, he was getting some type of, how niggas be getting them fake checks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was doing some hustle, like an SSI check or something. He was getting some little government hustle check, finessing the system or whatever, which I didn't care. Like you said, it's reparation to me. But, I know he was on, the check was only like $700 a month, $600 a month or something like that. And so I was telling him, like, bro, you should work at my job hiring, woo, blah, blah, blah. And you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be literally like 4 times the money he make per month. Like, an entry level position over there, just throwing boxes on the pallet, he finna eat, right? And he basically told me, nah, bro, I can't work, bro, because if I work, they're gonna cut me off my check. I said, bro, you're gonna be making like $2,500 a month. You know what I'm saying? This is, now mind you, this is way back in the day. So I'm like, bro, you're gonna be making like $2,500 a month. Right now you're only making $6,000. Yeah, man, but I can get fired from that job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but my check is constant. I'm like, man, that's a fucked up way to think, bro. That's a fucked up. But once you raised in that type of mentality, then that's generation. That's a generational curse. Brother Jamil in the super chat with that 20-piece chicken nugget. He say, salute to you, brothers. Thank you, good brother. Thank you for the support.
Appreciate it.
Brother Jamil, yes, sir. So yeah, it's a messed up situation, man. But I just wanted to play that so y'all can hear from the horse's mouth, people who went through it. Y'all know this ain't no myth, and this ain't just some excuses people making up. They done that to the black family, man, and I'm just telling y'all, I know y'all don't want to hear it, bro, but that they look, once they get you on that kind of shit, they control how you vote. It's like a religion to motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Let me see here. All right, man, let's get to the main topic, man. Let's get to the main topic. This is what everybody want to hear. Now, the Democrats and the Republicans, the government is shut down, meaning a lot of government programs are shut down. A lot of government workers are not getting paid. They still have to work, but they ain't getting paid. And you have Medicare, a lot of Medicare and stuff like that not be funded. A lot of people finna go and not have health insurance, SNAP benefits, so basically food stamps or whatever, and people getting help with that. They're not finna have that kind of stuff, right? So let me play this first.
Things like $4 million for global LGBTQI plus awareness campaigns around the world. $4 million for the LGBTQI plus democracy grants in the Balkans.
Well, let me clarify. This is the Republican response to the Democratic response. The Republicans are this is their explanation for as to they saying that the Democrats are holding up passing the bill to get those SNAP benefits funded.
Things like $4 million for global LGBTQI plus awareness campaigns around the world. $4 million for the LGBTQI plus democracy grants in the Balkans. They want $2 million for feminist democratic principles projects in Africa. We're not doing that. But again, the question is why? Why? This sounds crazy. It is. Why would they do this? And what we saw on vivid display over the weekend was the re-emphasis of this fact. This is motivated purely out of fear. And what do we mean by that? You saw the Democratic leader in the House, Hakeem Jeffries, endorse Zohran Mamdani for mayor of New York City on Friday. It was an illustration of what we're facing here. The Democrats right now fear the far left activists more than they fear air traffic controllers, border patrol agents.
Straight up like this, I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that store. And please follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch, you ain't going to make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store.
This morning. Government shut down, got folks losing it. Look at this, they done rushed the whole store. Shelves clearing out like it's the end of the world. Nobody stopping. Hey.
Dead homies, if I ain't got my stamps by November 3rd, I'm rolling up the Big W cart full of food and I'm out the door. Got nothing left here. Kids wild, fridge empty. My man got my back, teeth or no teeth. They can call.
All right. Now, just to clarify for y'all, that video that I just played for y'all, that collage, is videos like that that are floating around online. And it's basically rage bait. It's rage bait designed to piss you off and have you angry. Now, the girl the black girl in the beginning who was talking, that's a real video. She did say all that kind of shit. And then she came back with another video saying that she basically trying to say she was just playing and don't take it that serious, blah, blah, blah. But all those videos that they collage together about people running to Walmart, some of that shit is AI, is fake. And they just, you notice how they showed a bunch of black people. Then some of it is old footage from when riots was going on during the Black Lives Matter protest stuff. And they're trying to act like this stuff is happening currently. They haven't even, November 1st is the day that the stamp's supposed to be cut off. So it's a rage bait, and a lot of people are taking this stuff, and I'm seeing a lot of people making videos, dragging, oh, look at these niggas, look at this and look at that. I'm like, bro, this is not really happening, fam. What state? What city? Where's it at? So nowadays we gotta be careful of what we see online. You gotta question everything, bro, because there's some AI that look very real out here, and that's a lot of rage bait to go viral, right? But nonetheless, the stupid ass girl in the beginning, it's a lot of people who are saying shit like that. Oh, if I don't get my stamps, I'm finna run up in the store and I'm finna do this and do that. Your dumb ass is gonna be locked up. Okay. If you think these people finna let you run up in their store and steal shit just because you having a bad day. You sadly mistaken. It's not finna happen. Okay. Then it's another rumor going around that Walmart is closing their stores because of ninjas making these threats. So Walmart closing, and I've been arguing with people. Everybody called me, "Hey, you heard about Walmart? You should do a video about Walmart." Like when did Walmart say they closing their doors? Man, I seen it on the internet. Okay, send it to me. Ain't nobody send me nothing. Know why? Because Walmart never made that statement. This is just people rage baiting. But anyway, Blu-ray, what's your thoughts on this government shutdown overall? On the government shutdown overall take, and the dummies just making these videos. You on mute,
As
Blu-ray?
far as like the people making the videos, it's truly sad, and it gives the wrong impression, and it shines a bad light on us, because you got some people the black people that really think that this how black people act and how we are. You have Africans thinking that, you have freaking Asians thinking that, and Hispanics thinking that. So that's not the true narrative of the actual black woman, or excuse me, us as black individuals in general. And then as far as the government shutdown, you know how Mike Johnson sit up here and talk about how the Democrats are trying to give all these millions of dollars over to different alphabet communities across the world. And he was like, man, we're not giving that money for that. You understand what I'm saying? Do I agree with everything that the Republicans doing and Trump doing when it comes to the IL and all the money we give them? Hell to the no. But at the same time, at least they are allies. If anything was happening to America, they got our back. You understand what I'm saying? But when we're talking about
Destiny
funding,
back here. Let me add Destiny. She back in the backstage. Go ahead, Blu-ray.
but when we're funding the alphabet communities across the board in I think he named 4 different countries. I'm like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Ain't no way. And he said we standing on it. We ain't funding none of that bull crap.
What's up? Sister Destiny is in the building.
Destiny Black, what up, baby?
What's up, loves? What are y'all talking about? Sorry about that. I was talking to my little brother.
That's all good. Yeah, we talking about the government shutdown, getting everybody's views on the what you think of the government. First of all, Congress is still getting paid. All those people who are still getting paid, but there are government workers who are not getting paid. And I know some of them that's not getting paid, and they making adjustments in their life, which is a sad situation. And it's even sadder that people who got doctor's appointments next month, if they don't fix this stuff and you don't and you getting some government health care, they finna cancel your joints. Doctors ain't finna see you. I don't think they is. Y'all might know better than me.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's because it's same thing with traveling too, though.
Oh yeah, traveling. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
We knew. I mean, 70. I don't know why people are acting so surprised. They told your boy said exactly what he was going to do once he became the president. So it is what it is. I personally don't give no damn. You voted for it, now live with it.
But that has nothing to do with the president, though.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. That's his agenda. Yes, it does.
No,
yes, it does. Yes, it does, sir. Sir, I'm not going to argue with you, but I know what I know.
I'm not even arguing. Like we literally just played the video.
Okay, but this is his agenda. This is his Congress. This is his Senate. They're all Republicans. So people vote. You voted for it. Now live with it.
No. Listen, at the end of the day, this is what we got to understand. Is that
I'm not listening. Hey, Blu-ray, whatever you like, baby. I'm not here to argue with you about none of that.
What I like.
I'm not arguing with you, sir. Me and you are never going to agree. We're never going to see eye to eye. Sir, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm just not here for it.
You ain't
got to agree with him, Destiny. Just let him.
Destiny, you are sitting up here giving your opinion with no facts.
Okay. Yeah, there's no facts. You're right. Okay, but anywho, 78. So this is what they voted for. You get what you vote for.
What facts?
You get what you vote for.
Have you presented to substantiate your comment?
Wait, just instead of because y'all ain't gonna give. Why don't you tell us what she's saying? Just respond to what she's saying. How is it? You saying it's not Trump's fault? How is it not Trump's fault?
Well, so again, Mike Johnson literally said, hey, the Democrats shut down the government and they want these different money allocated to these different countries. And we are not going to fund these different countries with all these different agendas that they're trying to. That's it. That
The
has nothing to
Democrats
do
can't
with
shut
Trump.
down the government because they don't have the majority. It's impossible for the Democrats to shut down the government because they don't have the majority. But just
Well, listen,
continue on.
Okay, so 7-8, can you play the video, please?
Okay, let me
It
play the
doesn't
video.
matter what Mike Johnson said. I don't give a damn what MAGA Mike Johnson says. I don't give a flying fuck about what that in the closet dick in the booty ass nigga says. Like, I don't give no flying fuck. He knows that he's the damn Speaker of the House. He's the one who's in charge of Congress. He wouldn't even let Congress go back to vote, so they can release the Epstein files, which I don't give no fuck about. That's between Caucasians.
So,
Whatever
7-8,
goes
go ahead
on,
and play the
Caucasian
video,
people
bro.
issue. I don't care nothing about none of that.
I'm about to play it for the people.
Things like $4 million for global LGBTQI plus awareness campaigns around the world. $4 million for the LGBTQI plus democracy grants in the Balkans. They want $2 million for feminist democratic principles projects in Africa. We're not doing that. But again, the question is why? Why? This sounds crazy. It is. Why would they do this? And what we saw on vivid display over the weekend was the re-emphasis of this fact. This is motivated purely out of fear. And what do we mean by that? You saw the Democratic leader in the House, Hakeem Jeffries, endorse Zoran Mamdani for mayor of New York City on Friday. It was an illustration of what we're facing here. The Democrats right now fear the far left activists more than they fear air traffic controllers, border patrol agents.
All right, Destiny, what's your response to the speech?
You 78, MAGA Mike Johnson all he does is tell good lies and alibis. How about they question him about his DL status that he got going on, the fact that he's living with his boyfriend off of tax dollars in DC. They're parading around their little underwears, ordering pizzas and shit together. How about that's what they talk about? I don't give a damn about what that fucking fool says. I don't give a damn about nothing the Republicans say because all they do is lie. They tell more lies than a little bit.
Reflecting.
They're just like their master.
The Democrats do the same exact thing. You're deflecting.
They're just like the fascist. All they do is lie.
You did not address nothing that he said.
I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you none of that what he said is true.
If you
I
ask
can guarantee you that none of that what he said is true. But again, Blu-ray, I don't care what you say, sir. We're never going to see eye to eye, Blu-ray. We're never going to see eye to eye. We're never going to see eye to eye, Blu-ray. We're never going to see eye to eye. I don't care.
78 will say the Democrats.
Let me say something.
Hold on, 78. Hold on. Let me. I respectfully.
I gotta say something about the voting, so everybody understands about the vote. The Republicans have the majority. I think they have 53 seats in the Senate. I think that the Democrats have 47. You need 60. You need 60 to pass a law. So, and the Democrats, the Republicans need about 7 Democrats to cross the aisle in order for them to get the bill passed. That's what's going on with that. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me in the chat.
And it's the tax cuts that they're trying to add into this bill. The reason why the Democrats are holding out on this bill, there's either further more tax cuts. The CBO, which is it's an unbiased political entity, does not favor one political party over the other. The last bill, the big beautiful bill, the only people that are going to benefit from that bill, now this is coming from the CBO, is the very 1%. Everybody else is going to take a hit under that bill that was passed. And now they're trying to do even more tax cuts and other weird Republican BS. So I don't even want to talk 78 because we're never going to see eye to eye with I'm never going to see eye to eye with Blu-ray. I don't care nothing what he says or what he believes in. We have completely different beliefs and ideologies. So I'm not here to negotiate, talk with him about that because we're just never going to see eye to eye. I don't care.
Now I'm about to respond. I
don't care what he thinks.
And now I'm about to respond. Now, 78. Let me ask you a question. From your knowledge, and for what you believe in, morally, is it more? Hold on. Is it more of what the Democrats stand for or the Republican conservatives? Let me say conservatives.
What you as far as what? This talking about this bill?
No. Just because she says all the Republicans do is lie. We know they all lie, right? But at the end of the day, when it comes to everything that goes against masculine men and men in general, it's always pushed by the Democrats. Is that not a fact?
Oh my God.
I'm talking to 78 Sports TV.
Oh my God. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire adult life.
Sports TV.
Policy wise, as of late, policy wise, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? They tell me.
Come on, bro. We talk about this offline, bro. Now
they telling me in the chat to don't get in it. That's what they said. They say 78.
Nah. Let's keep it a bit, bro. 78, me and you had these conversations, bro. I know you done told me this before, fam.
Well, everybody on here knows. Everybody on here knows that I'm
a blue dog Democrat is what you is. You're pretty much a centrist.
I ain't gonna call myself a Democrat. I'm an independent, but
but you're a centrist, is what you are.
Yeah, bro. When we all lie, you be killing the Democrats. So I'm hold on. I'm lying, bro.
Conservative values.
Say it again.
I lean towards conservative values.
Okay, that's okay. There we go. Appreciate
you. Young Abel, what it do?
Hey, Abel.
Hey, everybody. I'm gonna make this very, very brief and direct to the point. And actually, this is a question for Mr. Blu-ray, and I want him to answer the question very, very clearly.
Oh, child.
Who controls the House, the Senate, the White House, and the U.S. Supreme Court?
Man, bro, come on. Are you serious, bro?
Answer the question, Blu-ray. I'm asking you the question. Answer the question.
The president don't control. The president don't run them.
No.
The president don't run them. If that's what you try to imply,
the House and the Senate and Congress and the White House.
Not the president. Not the president.
Buddy, you clearly don't know about politics.
You clearly don't know.
Mahari, that's why I say I'm not going to argue with him. Mahari, that's why I say I'm not going to argue with him.
I got this, my queen.
That's why I said I just won't do it. I won't entertain the foolishness.
I know. Hey, Destiny, I got this.
All right, so Abel, I got a question for you. So since no, I answered your question. I answered your question. Now I got a question. So
you're not doing the question.
No, we ain't doing it. I asked. So Sydney, I answered this question.
We're not gonna have this conversation because you clearly are.
Sydney, I answered the man question. I said not the president. I said that was my answer.
No, he said who controls the presidency, the Senate,
in the House.
Right. That's what he asked. He talking about party.
I asked you a direct. Can I answer the question?
I said not the president.
Clearly again. Again, Blu-ray. Answer the question.
Who controls the House? Hold up, Mahari. Who controls the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch?
Judicial branch.
So that's not what he asked me. Hold on.
I want to hear Blu-ray first.
That is not what he said.
That's what he said. That's what he's asking.
No. That's not what he said.
That's the point.
That's exactly what he's asking.
That's not what he said.
But that is what he's asking. Those are the exact same things.
Is that what he said?
You don't know politics, Blu-ray.
Is that what he said? No.
Who controls the House,
is that what he said?
The Senate, the White House, and the U.S. Supreme Court.
Is that what he said?
Answer the question, sir.
Is that what he said?
I'm asking you a
question.
Exactly.
Come on, man. I'm not going to play the game with y'all.
No, man, come on now.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't know nothing about politics, Blu-ray.
You don't know nothing either. You don't know nothing either. So let me answer this. So since the president run everything, so why when Obama was in office, when he had the House and the Senate, he didn't do anything. Hold on, no. I answered your question.
You're lying, Blu-ray. The Republicans controlled that.
Y'all I'm done.
You're lying.
For the first 2 years. No, Mahari, he's right. When Obama first took office, for the very first 2 years of his first term, he did have the House, the Senate, and the executive branch, the judicial branch, and the legislative branch. Yes, Obama did have all three of those. With that being said, Obama did not have the Democratic.
Hold on, see,
Obama did not have the Democratic.
Hold on, Destin. Just hold on 1 second. So watch this. Hold on, 1 second. So watch this. Destiny just literally corroborated my statement. And then he won't say, no, I'm talking about the second one. Because first of all, I didn't even give him a question out. Don't even worry about it. Because you don't want to deal with facts. Because I'm about to counteract
You
your
don't.
whole
No, you
premise.
don't want to answer the question, Blu-ray.
Bro,
You don't
I
we
want
know who
to.
don't
literally
deal with
answered
facts.
your question.
We know who don't deal with facts.
All right,
Destiny,
now,
I answered this question,
Let
Cindy.
me.
What are you
So
talking
you
about?
know
No,
what?
you did not answer the
7-8.
question,
Mahari,
sir. You
hold on
did
one
not.
second, baby. Mahari, hold on 1 second. 7-8. You know,
I got you, Blue. I
Blu-ray
got you,
mentioned
Destiny.
earlier that it's the Democrats that are trying to emasculate all these men. Well, why was it a nice old MAGA guy, black MAGA dude, running around infecting tens of black women with HIV in New York? King face. That's very emasculated. I mean, that's anti-feminine. That's what that is. That's anti-feminine.
You say what?
But we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about
Hold
so-called
on,
bills.
no. We can talk
That's what we
about
want
it.
to talk about. We want to
Hold
talk
on,
about so-called made-up bills
We
that's
can
made
talk
up in his
about
own
it.
damn head.
No, hold on. We can talk about it. We can
We
literally
can talk
talk
about
about it.
King
So,
Face out. He was
hold
out
on,
there,
hold on. Destiny,
parading
God
HIV
dang, if
around
you
to all
gonna
these
say
women.
something, let a nigga respond. God dang, man.
No, I'm not gonna let you respond. Go ahead, sir.
Nate, take her down, bro. Take her down, bro. Take her
Yeah, you
down, bro.
crying. You
This
crying.
our show. Take her down, my nigga. Because, bro, if I can't talk, and if I can't ask you a question, and then hold on, no, Nate. She literally asked me something. I was about to respond. Then you gonna say you don't want to hear what I gotta say, man. Take her down, bro. Real talk, bro.
I'm about to put everybody on mute while one person is talking, y'all. That's the only way we can do it. Y'all
bro, that's ridiculous, man.
Go ahead, Blu-ray. What you saying?
Bro, I'm done, bro. I ain't even talk to right. Because, bro, I sit up here, Abel asked me a question, I literally respond. Then
No, you didn't. No, you
Abel,
didn't.
I just said ain't nobody talking while one person is talking, bro. Come on, y'all. Man, y'all make out this now it's gonna get embarrassing, bro. Like we can't even talk to each other. Go ahead, Blu-ray.
Bro, he asked me who had control. I literally responded, not the president. Then Destiny came back and reworded, which was correct. I agree with Destiny now. I mean, with the way Destiny answered the question, it is 100% the president. But you cannot tell me they said the same exact thing because that's not true. Now, maybe he meant it the way Destiny said it. Then I would have no choice but to concede to it's the president because Destiny did ask it the correct way. 100%. See, me, I don't mind admitting when you're right, but you're not going to sit up here and tell me when you're wrong that I'm going to agree with you and say that you're right. Just like Destiny just came back and said, you know what? Obama did have the House and the Senate. She was correct. So I'm not going to go against Destiny because that is the statement that I made. And she actually corroborated my statement. Then Abel come back and said, hey, because one thing about me, bro, I've been doing podcasts for over 10 years. So I'm a great listener. So then Abel come back and say, well, I was talking about the second term. Well, guess what? My question was about the first term. And what I was going to say is that if the president has so much control, why was the things Obama trying to get passed when he had the House and the Senate, he didn't get passed if the president runs it all? I land my plane.
Okay. Young Abel, go ahead and give your response. Then I'm going to go to Destiny. Unmute yourself, Abel.
Hey, 7-8, I'm got to clean up something real quick. Let Destiny Black have the question. I'll be right back, all right?
Okay, go ahead. But go ahead, Destiny. I don't think Destiny disagreed with that statement, though. I don't think. But go ahead.
I don't even know what his statement. I wasn't paying no attention. 78. Me and Blu-ray, we're never going to see eye to eye when it comes down to politics. I don't even like discussing it with him because we don't get nowhere. Because everything he believes in, I believe in complete opposites. So I just think it's counterproductive, to be quite honest. I'm not one of those type of people that like to try to, compromise and try to. I don't care nothing about none of that. So how we gonna see things is how we gonna see things. He's gonna see the way he does. I'm gonna see it the way I do. Not to say that my ideals is right or his is right or wrong or whatever. We just don't see eye to eye.
Yeah,
I don't care to discuss it with him, to be quite honest.
So
78, I don't mind discussing it with you because me and you have you are eccentric.
We got to let her finish, bro.
No,
I don't mind discussing it with you,
she made a
because you are a centrist.
No, Blu-ray, come on, bro. This is how we end up with the argument. You can't cut.
No, I said she made a false statement. Is all I said.
Let her finish her statement, then I'm gonna let you go, bro. That's what we were just saying she was doing to you. Let her finish her statement.
I don't mind discussing things with you, 78, because you are a centrist. You are very centrist, weirdo centrist. I'm just playing when I say weirdo. But I don't mind because like I know you're anti-taxes, and to be quite fair, paying property tax was never my most favorite thing on planet Earth to do. So I do get the tax thing a little bit, but taxes really never really bother me. I'm a true lefty. I'm a true hardcore liberal, so those don't really bother me. But I don't mind. But me and Blu-ray are on polar opposites of the spectrum, complete polar opposites. So I don't care to discuss politics with him because we're never going to get anywhere. We're literally never going to get anywhere. We see things, two separate ways. And I'm not saying my way is right or his is wrong or his is right and mine is wrong. It's just the way we see things.
Yeah, y'all just oil and water. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Blu-ray respond, and then Abel say he backs. But go ahead, Blu-ray.
Okay, so and I know the chat. I hope the chat is not biased. All right, because I literally just walked down everything that I said and everything that she said that was correct. Is that not a fact, 78?
Well, yeah, y'all agree. Y'all agree.
No, hold
on.
Hold on. When she made a statement and I said it was correct, did I not say she was right?
Yeah, you did. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so how is she going to make a statement? And hold on, and let me show you another statement. I said that Obama had the House and the Senate. She agreed. Is that not a fact?
Yes.
So that's two instances where she agreed with me, but she said that me and her are never going to agree.
Well, then we're gonna have that's gonna go to the other topics we was talking about.
Come on, man! Like y'all don't listen to yourselves. Like it's insane, bro. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Let me go, young Abel. Go ahead, Abel.
All right. Are we good now? I'm not gonna be interrupted. Am I good?
Yeah, you good. You good.
All right. Let's set things in motion. Okay. The reason why I asked Blue Ray this question, and the reason why I asked him that is because it ties into the context of this conversation. The reason why the government is shut down right now is because the Republicans don't want the Epstein files to be released. There's this, I forgot her name, Gariba Alahara, I forgot her name was, the congressional district in Arizona. She's basically she's the last remaining vote that's going to basically allow the Epstein files to get released. The reason why this government is shut down right now at this moment, one, they're trying to consolidate power to the executive branch and letting Donald Trump decide everything that goes on in this government. Because Donald Trump is basically the puppet that they're allowing him to use to push all of their disgusting agenda to make this country into a complete fascist dictatorship type of nation. That's what they're going through. That's what they're trying to do at this time. And when it comes to healthcare, the issue that the Democrats are trying to push on is that the fact that if you basically get rid of the Affordable Care Act subsidies, everybody's insurance premiums are going to spike through the roof. Hell, I looked at the insurance premiums in Georgia, right, in Atlanta. A family of four pays over $550. I checked this out earlier, and salute the True for pointing this out. But if the subsidies shut down around at the end of the year, a family that is basically has to take care of four kids has to pay like $2,500 to keep their insurances intact. And in this current economy right now, nobody's going to be able to afford that. With inflation going through the roof, with Donald Trump throwing tariffs left and right all around the world because he thinks he's a badass. This is why the government shutdown is happening right now. Because if you basically allow 40 million Americans to lose their health care, more people are going to end up dying. And this is why the government shutdown is happening. It's because the Republicans want to fund that beautiful, scandalous bill that is going to feed into the pockets of the 1% billionaires in this freaking country. And this is why I'm trying to tell y'all. The Supreme Court's backing this. The legislative branch, the judicial branch, the executive branch is all backed by the Republicans, which is basically ran through by you-know-who, Donald Trump and his cronies. Now you tell me, why should a family of four have to basically figure out, okay, what we got to take away to basically try to survive for at least a month or even a week? That's where I'm coming from with this. And if I'm honest with you, if you ask about my political thoughts, I'm more of a independent progressive, because at the end of the day, I want to see radical change to help all the people. I don't give a damn if you're black, white, Hispanic, LGBT. I don't care. I want to see people basically have an opportunity to live their lives with good, well-paying jobs, to be able to take care of their families and fund their education without having the government that's basically put a censor button on everything. But you tell me that the Republicans are the good guys. You tell me who's really the villains in this situation. That's my take.
Okay. A lot of that stuff is above my pay grade, Abel. I'm like, boy, this boy.
Can
Abel,
I respond?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
First of all, this ain't got nothing to do with no Epstein file. I don't know what the hell you talking about. And again,
buddy, it
bro,
has to do
I
with
did not say
Epstein
one
files.
word, my nigga. Shut up, bro.
Can't do that, Abel.
I'm trying to be respectful, bro. But like, come on, dog. Quit pushing the line, fam. It ain't got nothing to do with no Epstein files. Do I want the Epstein files to come out? Hell to the yes. I wish they expose it. That's the one thing I don't respect about Trump and I don't like about Trump is that for some reason, somebody, Cash Patel, something, one of them niggas, somebody don't want the truth to come out. I don't know who it is, so I can't blame nobody. But it's a reason they not coming out because I do extensive research on that. So it go a little deeper. All right. But it's been proven that Trump ain't in that. That's a fact. But he or somebody around him is protecting some people that's some big name people. Now we know that's a fact. Now, let's talk about healthcare, bro. Because you're talking about people paying all this money a month for healthcare. Bro, I'm a health professional, been one for years. My son is 11 years old, bro. He ain't been to the doctor number one time in his life. Now, do we go to the dentist and get his checkups and all that? Yes. I don't pay a whole bunch of money a month because guess what? I make sure he eat right. I make sure he exercise. When you eat right, exercise, you don't have to go to the doctor and pay all that money. Now, some people do need it. I understand that. But when I had a conversation, my grandmother is 89 years old, bro. Like she told me, a lot of the stuff cancer and all that, she said, I never heard of that stuff when I was young. A lot of the health problems you see, go back and do your research when this stuff really became more prominent amongst American people, when the food source changed. So when you eat right, exercise, bro, I can call somebody right now, got one of my homeboys off of high blood pressure medication. So if there's anybody in the chat on high blood pressure, hit up Blu-ray, I guarantee I can get you off. Type diabetes type 2, I can get you off metformin and all that. True healthcare is eating real food, drinking the right type of water, getting the sunlight, taking your supplements, and exercising. That's what healthcare is. Paying all that money every month, that is reactive because you really don't go to the doctor in the hospital unless you're sickly. And a lot of us drinking alcohol, which benefits your body. We doing drugs. So we got to be held accountable to ourselves while we having a lot of health issues. But like my grandmother, that's 89 years old, said, Bubba, we didn't see all this stuff. We didn't have people sick like that. We didn't have to pay all this Medicare and all this Medicaid, Medicare, and pay these monthly premiums for all the health stuff. But when the food changed, when the food source changed, that's when we start having all the issues. That's a fact. But go ahead.
I want to say this too, though, before I let Abel or Destiny go. I understand what you're saying, Blu-ray, as far as our diet and our health got to improve, but that's beside the point. People who are getting government health care, who are sickly, like you ain't finna go tell them people, hey, you ain't eating right. You ain't finna tell them people that shit. Them people need they need their health care.
No, and I do have empathy for that. So don't act like I'm not empathizing or I don't care.
Yeah, that's why I want you to correct
but what I'm saying is, bro, is that most of the stuff that people fall ill to can be prevented or could have been prevented. Now, if you already there, I get it. I'm not talking about those who are already there and that need it. But I'm an advocate for health, bro. I'm a trainer. This is what I do for a living. So I'm always every day telling people, hey, you don't need to be eating it. Hey, you don't need to be doing that. And then just like my grandfather who ended up on dialysis. You know what my grandfather looked me in my eyes and told me, said, Bubba, I wish I would have took care of myself when I had the chance. So we can now, you're right, 78. We have empathy for those that need it, that are already sickly. We get that. But if America as a whole, if we would be more proactive and take our health in our own hands, bro, a lot of this stuff can be prevented. And that's not having a hard heart, bro. That's the truth.
Yes, but but my point is, Blu-ray, is we the people listen to the doctors. They listen to the Food and Drug Administration. They listen to the food pyramid telling you to eat your damn cereal in the morning and shit. Now everybody got diabetes 30 years, 40 years later. Now the same government telling you, hey, we messed up. We was wrong about that. The Kellogg's company funded all them studies that told you that eating eggs and shit was bad for you, and eating breakfast cereal with all that sugar in it was good for you. So the government fucked people up from the jump. So now all these people is on these medications and healthcare. Y'all, you know as well as I do, the money is in the motherfucking medication, keeping people. That's why they don't tell people when they go to the doctor and motherfucker they blood sugar is 120. Instead of the doctor telling them, look, you need to cut that sugar and all the carbohydrates out your system, instead they just give them metformin. So the whole industry is corrupt. What you're saying is
I agree.
Yeah, what you're saying is the truth. But what I'm saying is the people have been listening for 40 years. The reason why grandma never was sick like that is because they was raised in an environment where motherfuckers get out there and work. They was exercising. They had to walk places. Everybody didn't have a lot of cars.
Facts.
People was working with their hands more, and people were eating real food. They was sit down, eat. People didn't go out to eat. To restaurants was when I was a kid, bro. When we got McDonald's, bro, it was like once a month, and we was happy like we won the lottery.
Nah, fact. So my grandmother raised me, and she cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. That's how I grew up with my mom. My mom always cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And like I said, every once in a while we'll have McDonald's, and it was like a special treat, boy. And I cherished them days. Like, oh man, but didn't nobody, bro? We wasn't eating.
Though.
We wasn't eating like McDonald's and shit every day. Like,
true.
Home from school. We just wasn't.
But 78, right? So my response to you is, and I, bro, I understand that, bro. But how we going to put our lives into the hands of the government or other individuals and not take responsibility? I can't rock with that, 78.
No, Blu-ray. What you saying is true. What I'm telling you is, those people who have already done that, bro, who they supposed to live, they didn't have the knowledge. You a trainer. You educated yourself in this. Some people who going to work every day, working in the office, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and they sitting down eating a fucking blueberry muffin every day for 20 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers is fucked up, man. They got sugar all in their coffee and shit. You know what I mean? The government didn't fuck them all the way up. And now the government telling them that they doing something wrong. Oh, sorry, we fucked up. We lied to you. That's what they do. Like, I don't remember nobody with autism when I was a kid. I don't remember. I'm not saying they didn't exist. I just don't remember hearing them.
Me neither.
You know what I mean? What about you, Destiny?
Yeah, I was, it's funny that y'all talking, me and my little brother was just talking about this the other day. My little sister was here visiting. Yeah, kids with all these weird allergies now to I never knew nobody, growing up allergic to like peanuts and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
But because of everything and the way, when the 80s came in with the Reaganites and all that, with the greed is good, a lot of things changed. It was during the 80s when things started changing into all these, different things. What is it, that red 40 dye that they put in food? Now they finally banned it. Because it was causing, they believe that's behind the autism and some other things. It caused a whole lot of other sicknesses. The greed is good thing, when the 80s, when that came in. But it's to the point though, because of how everything is set up in this country, it kind of takes two parents to work to maintain just some form, at least when I was growing up, my mother worked if she wanted to, well, my dad was the main provider or whatever. So we were able to, have a mother at home to cook. But now it's to the point with parents, and it's actually cheaper for the most part to go to McDonald's and get the 99-cent meal menu or whatever than it is to actually go to the grocery store and buy, like, fresh produce or whatever. It's extremely expensive now to get groceries. Eggs are still extremely effing high. I don't eat eggs anyways, but I mean, a lot of people do. But it's just what it is. This is the world we live in. Healthcare, and it's just more than just even. It's the pollution that we breathe in just going outside. People get sick from the pollution. Holding the cell phones in our hands. It has properties that can cause harm or whatever. It's a whole lot of things that we're living with now that never was. We always have pollution, but not to the extent that we have it now.
Right.
So it is what it is. It's what we're dealing with, and that's just what it's going to be. But again, you get what I don't have no sympathy. You get what you vote for, because the majority of the people, what is it, 17 to 18 million Caucasians are going to be, starving because of the food stamp things. I think 45, 46, 47% or something like that are on food stamps. And it's going to be them. Most of them voted for this. So you get what you vote for. I don't have no sympathy. By all means, go be great. This is what you wanted, so now you got it. I don't, I'm just here for the ride until we can get on to the next. If we get on to the next, I would love to move to Africa. That's just on my list of things to do, because America, they can have it. I refuse to live under a dictator. I just want to move to Africa. Mahari, what country are you from in Africa? Because I might need to move there.
Dude, I'll give you this warning, Destiny. Do not move to Eritrea. Eritrea is the North Korea of Africa. Whatever you do not move.
Okay, well, I won't be moving there. Then I'll be moving to what is the name of that country? The only country in Africa that has mountains and it snows. I think they have like the highest. They have one of the highest literacy rates throughout the world. Lesotho or something like that. They have one of the highest literacy rates throughout the world.
I know what you're talking about, Destiny. I forgot the name of that country.
It's a beautiful country too. Yeah, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going to move to. Yes, I'm going to be around some good black folks and eat some good black food, and let white people have America.
And then see some fine black men that you want to see, right?
Precisely. Yeah, and I'm gonna let the Caucasians, consume themselves in America, because that's what they're doing. By all means. Destroy yourself.
All right, 78. I'll take the mic now. So, okay, here's my 2 cents in this situation. I understand where Blu-ray is coming from, because I've known Blu-ray for years, because I've seen him on Black Fight Fan TV's videos doing his, workouts and training people. I believe that. I do believe that if you do eat right and if you do exercise regularly, you'll basically live a long, healthier life. Here's the flip argument to that. The flip argument is this. Even if you do eat right or everything else in between, you can do everything right. It only delays the inevitable. I've known people who basically have had type 1 diabetes that's done everything right. Been eating right, checking their blood sugar count, through the insulin. And yet at the end of the day, they still have to pay like boatloads of money to get their insulin. Now, my point is this. My point is that when it comes to, healthcare in this country, I believe that healthcare should be free for every single American, that the government should be the ones, and the billionaires should be the one funding healthcare in this country, because the billionaires make way too much money for them not to share it with the rest of this country. Now, I know I'm not stupid. I know it's not going to happen, but the thing is, here's what I do think. I think the Affordable Care Act was good. I just wish that Obama would have pushed for universal health care. That's what I wish he would have pushed for. That's just me, but I understood why he couldn't do it, because there were a lot of people in the Senate that would have been wrong, that would have been against it because of their donors. I'm not stupid in that regard. But my point is this. I do think that at some point America's going to have to really change its mindset about how we take care of ourselves and how we take care of our people. Because at the end of the day, that there's going to be a point where Trump is going to die, but his influence is going to be still around. So yep. So my thing is, what are we going to try to do to try to combat this? And that's where it's going to be the main question. Because honestly, bro, I've been enjoying people. Maybe a little sinister, but I've been enjoying white people basically suffering from their own stupidity and racism. I am. I hate to be the sinister, but I am enjoying this because guess what? Your racism, your bigotry, and the unwillingness to vote for a qualified candidate is what led to Donald Trump not once but twice. So you know what? You get what you voted for. At the end of the day, you get what you voted for, and now you're seeing the consequences of your own stupidity. I'm living next to farmers in my town area, and a lot of them can't even grow their soybeans. They can't even grow their own produce anymore because Donald Trump's tariffs have been kicking them in the ass very bad. They're both so badly in debt that they're gonna be at the point where they have no choice but to sell their land. And that's intentional for a reason.
You know what, Mahari, but I'm glad you touched on that because of what's really happening. What people what they're not seeing the bigger picture with these farmers. You know, these small farmers. They've been selling off their land or whatever, and it's been a certain amount of people that's been coming in buying up these farms where it's going to be another monopoly, where it's going to be like one conglomerate where everybody, because they're going to own so much of the farmland, and that's going to even make them even more richer than what they already are, like the Jeff Bezos of the world, how he's doing that, like how Amazon is pretty much taking over everything. Pretty much people have to, there's certain things you can only get through Amazon now, which is mad wild. They're doing that with the farms. They're buying up all these farms. It's crazy, 78. Did you know we have a housing crisis in America, right? They always talk about that, right? There are 16 million vacant homes, houses, or whatever in America that's owned by China.
Yeah. China owns a lot of America. They own it because China,
and they're just sitting there, and we're having all these housing crises, and we have 16 million now. We could put 16 million people in a home, they're owned by China, and they're just letting it be vacant.
We pay China a vig every month.
Yes.
We paying them a vig. We in debt to these jokers here, man. And it's funny, but to go back to what Mahari said, so I won't forget. I think that, well, first of all, I don't feel like billionaires, it's like they have to pay this and this and that. I think that's a dangerous conversation. What I do feel like is the government. I do agree with Abel that that Americans' healthcare should be free. We got too much money in this country. This country always finds money to give to another country. We always find money to do some BS with. We got enough money to invite illegals over here. We got enough money to suck off for Israel. You know what I'm saying? We got enough money to do all this stuff, but we ain't got no money to take care of the American citizens. I have a big problem with that when it comes to healthcare, because like I said earlier, a lot of people believe everything the government said. They watched them commercials. They heard the no fat diet and all them no fat products they fed everybody increased the sugar by 3 or 4 times. Okay. Right. And that everybody up who didn't know no better, and all that stuff was all them fake studies was privately funded by cereal companies, and they didn't tell us that stuff until we just learned this stuff. Blu-ray probably already been new, but most of us just learned this stuff the last 10 years. So that's right. So now you already stuck in you already got sugar addictions, you stuck in these habits and stuff like that, and then the government say, hey, you fucked up. That's ain't our fault. Take care of yourself. Fuck that. Come on, that's bull.
Hey, 7A, you want to know what the really messed up part is? Now Donald Trump is going to prepare to give $80 million to Argentina. And what is Argentina doing right now? Basically selling their soybeans to Brazil and China, while basically the American people are still suffering now. And they're still paying billions of dollars to Israel's economy, their healthcare system, and their educational system. You tell me.
Hey, well, can I ask you a question?
Have at it.
Did Biden not do the same exact thing though? I'm just curious.
With which country?
With a lot of different countries.
Absolutely. A lot of them, a lot of these same presidents did. Absolutely.
I'm just trying to show a pattern that like people trying to blame Trump, but Trump, some of the stuff he doing, I don't agree with everything he's doing. And I do agree with you about universal healthcare. But Obama did it, Trump did it, Biden did it, the next president ain't gonna do it.
And
That's
all
just a fact, bro.
Unfortunately, you're right.
And that goes back to what y'all was talking about when it comes to the Epstein files. And like we talked about on this show a long time ago, they never gonna release the real Epstein files.
78. To be honest, I don't give a flying fuck what's in them Epstein files. That's between Caucasians. That's their own. Just like Elvis and his pedophilia. Let Caucasians worry about Caucasians. I'm gonna worry about my people. I'm gonna worry about my people. I'm gonna let Caucasians worry about Caucasians. I don't give a flying fuck what's going on with them people.
I understand what you're saying, but I care about it because this is the biggest scandal in presidential history, and it's being swept under the rug by them. But every time a black man put in the wrong direction, it's blasted all over TV.
Absolutely.
And then they telling us, and they make us the face of everything. And then black folks on the internet run with it, and we talking about that for 3 years. But then when they do something, and they got a scandal like this, they can just cover it up, and then we turn a blind eye and be like, nah.
You notice I don't ever talk about none of these sex scandals and all that stuff because motherfuckers is weird and people were just gonna do weird old things anyways. I just let the court system. I worry about my own people. If we got some pedophiles going on, I think that's what we need to worry about. Let Caucasians worry about Caucasians. That's between them and all their little kids and all their little daughters and all the weirdness behaviors that they got. They've always had weird behaviors anyways, you know. That's just what they were brought up on, that weird old shit. So let them be fucking great.
And one more thing before we move on.
Who's the Puerto Rican lady? Whatever this fool name is. Sorry, who's a Puerto Rican over here? Because I must have missed her.
I don't know. Hey, but let me say this though real quick. Just keep in mind that the internet is undefeated. Just keep remembering who was next to Jeffrey Epstein for all these decades when they were together. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
But that's the thing. All of them, I ain't gonna say all of them, but Jeffrey Epstein had ties to Donald Trump, and even though Donald Trump tried to act like it wasn't really that cool.
He brought the same the same damn jet that he was flying on to the island.
They was pals. They you know what I'm saying? Trump was palling around with pedos. You know what I'm saying? Just how they say Obama was palling around with terrorists. Yeah, he was palling around with them. But now, but so was Bill the Clintons. The Clintons was over there all the time, getting freaky with it and all that kind of stuff.
But doing pedophilia things. Trump did when he said, remember he used to have the Miss Teen USA. He had them little girls. He was going to the locker rooms and watch them change and get dressed, and then he had them on that ship dancing for all those old ass men. He admitted to being a pedophile. So I don't know why. But this is everybody's like, oh, we need to see the y'all know he's a pedophile. We don't need the Epstein files to know that. We know he's a goddamn pedophile.
I need him. I ain't letting him off the hook for that. I need him.
Well, I'm mad at you. I mean, yeah, put the pressure. Put the pressure on him. But I'm just saying, me personally, I just want to leave America. I just want to go to some place where I can have some damn sense of normalcy again. Something about being under a dictator has never been a thing on a list of things for me to do. So yeah, I would just want to go to a nice country where there's nice, beautiful people, and I could just have a nice old lady life.
Speaking of beautiful, I see that nice little hair there you got there at Destiny Bike. You look really, really nice there tonight.
Thank you. Hey, bro. Hey, you know you're young enough to be my son. Now you need to knock it off.
No, I'm just being nice. I'm being polite to you, Destiny
I know
Bike.
you are,
You look very nice with the hair.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're definitely, you're my son. About you might be actually younger than my boy.
I'm about to turn 33. This
well, now
Monday,
maybe you're a little older than my child. Okay, well, just playing. I thought you were 24 or 25.
Okay.
But 78. So when are we going to Africa? Because I'm gonna need you to get your passport so you can get the hell up out of this goddamn country.
Hey, I've already bought me some land over there.
Well, why didn't you tell me? Why fill me in on the damn plan?
Because I ain't tell nobody. Because if you start, I learned to stop talking about stuff before you do it. So I went on and just I got me some land over there. I'm still doing a little something with it in Ghana, trying to develop it and stuff like that. But that's why I've
So
been.
did we get the land that we got, because it's gonna be a us thing, because I'm just gonna tag along.
Oh
Is it
yeah,
like does it involve
definitely.
diamonds and gold?
Nah, it ain't gonna be that kind of mission. I'm still keep my businesses in America, but I'm thinking about busting the move in a couple years. That's I've been broke for the last 2 years, sending money, trying to get all that stuff together. But eventually, I'm gonna get it together, and I'm
Look, Ava on Blu-ray, y'all better start packing your damn bags to get on this damn boat and get the hell out this goddamn country and let these Caucasians cannibalize themselves. That's what they're doing.
Well, when my son become a professional soccer player, wherever team he plays, that's where I'm gonna be. So
I heard that.
You know what? My passport expires in 2 years, but I'm gonna plan on renewing it next year. So yeah, I'm gonna be prepared for that. I got family living in Canada. I got family living in Europe. So I got some options to work with.
And I really like, the president of Burkina Faso. He's fucking dope.
Me too.
I really like him. He's mad fucking dope.
who's
But yeah,
He's there. I can hear.
the president of Burkina Faso.
Oh, okay. What's up,
He's
Ron?
really
Tay? I see you in the building, Tay. What's up with the TC the crisis? Yeah, but since we here, before we get up out of here, I want to get y'all opinion on this. Here we was talking about this earlier, Destiny. Talking about these women being crazy. Let me see here. Where the clip at?
Well, I'm a batshit crazy too. So
down to love them.
What else? And a man is in a relationship for love. If
No.
what is he in a relationship for?
You tell us that. That's a good question. What do you think men is in relationship?
Love.
Y'all said no.
What
Hell
else?
no.
What am I getting besides somebody saying they love me?
So you think men?
What am I here for if all I'm getting is what you're saying you're giving me?
Which is the love.
What am I getting? So what am I here for? You name it.
It gotta be love because there's nothing else that's coming.
Thank you.
I don't believe that though.
That's the fucked up part about it.
I don't believe that.
That's the fucked up part about it. What the fuck else am I getting?
That's a fact, but I don't believe that. But that is a fact.
That's the part about being delusional as a woman.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like a lot of men think that they are it. They are the prize.
Right after this, he flips the whole convo on her.
Well, if they're getting chose, then I don't see how their reality tells them that's what it is.
Right, but they think that 5 girls, women, whatever, choosing them is, they're top, they're him, that's it.
The reason why a man would think that, you know how choosy women are? So if 5 choosy women choose on one guy,
Then he gotta tell 4 of them, all right, I'm good, I got one.
what if all 5 girls is giving him the same thing? What if one of them aren't sticking out?
You have to pick.
But look, when a woman's being wined and dined by multiple men at the same time, does she have to pick? Or does she have the right to allow all those men to prove themselves?
Okay.
You gotta say yes or no.
Okay, I'm gonna let you answer that. Go over there real quick. Okay.
Okay, Destiny.
First of all, there is no such thing as a relationship just for love, man or woman. Because if that's the case, then why come when people get divorces, they don't go to court and say, I want half my love back? No, they go to court and people want half of something else. It ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn love. People get married for all kind of different reasons. It ain't love is one of those things. Ain't one of those things. It might be part of it, but it ain't the whole thing. Because men too, when they get divorces, they don't be like, I want half my love back. No, that's not a thing. But there's more men in this world than it is when we actually have a imbalance, to be honest. If y'all think I'm lying, please go Google it. For the first time in a long time, there are a little bit more men than women throughout the world. So yeah, men are choosing. But that's because women are acting like, desperate, like that parched or something like that. So yeah, they're out here. Men are easily, able to pick up any kind of ladies that they want or whatever. I don't give a fuck, because 7-8, I don't give a fuck, because I like to be alone. So whatever.
Okay, that's what
whoever choosing who I don't care.
Destiny,
Please don't bother me.
So Destiny, you had a man on the podcast said that we married for love. I totally agree with him, because he was talking about that's why most men marry.
Okay.
So you said that. Hold on. You said that's not true, but you had a man say it, and I agree with him. So are you going to go against the ideology of a man?
What? Yes, I'm going against his because nobody. you know, when people get married,
When I
maybe
married,
love
hold
is a
on. When I was,
small.
have you ever been married, Dustin?
Yes, I was married for a long fucking time,
Okay,
and
so
I should
when
have
I'm,
said I don't when I said I did.
but listen, when I married, I married because I love that woman. I didn't marry her for nothing she had. I
Well,
married
we didn't marry
her
because of we
100%.
loved each other.
I
I'll tell you that
married
now.
her because I loved her. It wasn't for nothing else.
Well, okay, well that's when we didn't marry just for some damn love.
Well,
It was
No. So what
beneficial.
I'm
It was
saying is,
beneficial for
Justin, is
both of
that
us.
you disagree with it, but for some people, that's true.
No, I mean I can't deny that. I mean, because you can't. Every situation is not the same. But I can't say every time a man gets married it's strictly for love. I mean, that's ridiculous.
No. You're 100% correct. But I'm saying, like, for most of us, we actually love that we married a woman because we love her. We truly love her. It's
Well,
not
I
about
mean
what she can.
that's yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's not
But
about what she can do for us. None of that. Like, it's a big thing for a man to make a woman his wife. Like, I understand this new age is a little different, but the average man, it's a lot for us to say, you know what, I only want to be with you.
yeah, I think that. But you know what? To be quite honest, Blue, if women were to be quite honest, a lot of women don't want to be just with one person either. Women, they like variety just as much as men do. I'm just a very strange human. Like I'm a very strange individual. If I could just never be bothered,
So let me ask you
definitely
this.
never be bothered.
So are you saying that women are not naturally monogamous?
I'm not gonna say for all women because I can't speak for every lady, but
No, hold on, but we got to go with the majority, Destiny.
no, I can't say majority. I can only talk about the women that I've, my friends in my life that I've known, some of my family members. No, I believe, especially in the younger years when women are still trying to find out who they are, just like young men, you know what I'm saying? Like variety is the spice of life, so to speak, as some people say. So it just depends, I guess.
But Destiny, most of
there's
us
a
as
lot of
young
women
men,
who like variety, huh?
but why I said, but us as young men, and I know 7, 8, Abel can probably agree with me. Most of us, we don't start off players. We start off trying to like really be into one girl, and then we really don't go there until we get our heart broke.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I mean, maybe my ex-husband was my very first everything, so I don't really, I don't know. Like, he literally was my first everything. So let me not try to expound on top of that. I could just, like I said, I could just go by my life experience and what I know and what I experienced.
So let me ask you this then. Since you want to,
hold on.
Let me ask you the last question. I'm done. So you said, based off your homegirls, your friends, and your family members, are most of your friends and females that you know, are most of them faithful or not faithful?
Well, it just depends on what happened in their marriage or their situationships. I would say this: some of my girlfriends just cheated because they just like to, they just want to be great. Then some of them cheated because their man cheated, and it was like one of those tit for tat kind of things. I knew, one of my homegirls, she just refuses. She had guys. She's a beautiful woman, beautiful lady. And guys always, and she has such a beautiful spirited personality, but she likes to be great, and she turned guys down all the time and tell them like, yeah, I don't want to be, monogamous. I don't want to be tied down. So again, I can only speak off of my experience and people that I know and things of that nature. So everybody's just not the same. I'm pretty sure there's ladies out there that that's all they want is a horse and a carriage and all that good shit. And so that's what they like. That's what they like. I don't really give a damn about no adults. What the fuck adult want to do? I don't give a damn if you fuck 10 people in one night or one person a night. I just don't care. It's none of my business. If it does not affect, it has no effect or no bearing on my life. I don't give a flying fuck. Go be great. Go do whatever you need to do. I didn't mind my ex-husband getting oral sex by other ladies. Better her mouth than mine. I just didn't care. Only thing I told him was, don't you ever place no bitch before home. And sometimes, people don't understand that. But yeah. So
yeah, what I was gonna say is
hey, what about me?
Go ahead, Abel. You got something to say? Go ahead.
Absolutely, man. Listen, don't leave me hanging those 7 days. Just because I have one fling, that don't mean I can't get involved in the conversation. Come on, man.
Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
All right, here's the thing, though. Here's my 2 cents in this situation. As a person that, still, active, still looking around at women, and I know what women I'm looking for. The one thing I will say is that when it comes to, men, I can understand where Blu-ray is coming from, and the fact that when we try to commit ourselves into a relationship, it's not just about, all the other stuff about, who's going to pay this and that, all that other stuff. It's about a romantic union between two people that love each other and respect each other despite their flaws, despite their strengths and weaknesses. And so the way that video was being presented, like, I can understand where the guy's coming from, is because, listen, I'm committing my heart, my strength, my passion, everything into this relationship, and you out here wasting it all away because you want to have different variety in your life. It's like listening to stupid bitches like Aisha Curry, who has everything that she could ever want. She's set for life. Yet she wants to play with fire. I mean, you fucking kidding me? That's the kind of women that are just self-entitled bitches because they don't understand what they have.
Brutality.
I don't care enough about. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Aisha girl or whoever you're talking about. I just don't give a fuck enough about nobody else's business, private life.
Let me get in now. This is what I'm trying to say.
Go ahead, 7-8. I'm done.
This is what I'm trying to say is, listen, a lot of men get offended by women who speak like Destiny, but this is the problem with most men. I have a lot of homegirls that think like Destiny, and they're my homegirls. And this is how a lot of women talk. This is how a lot of women feel. But you want a woman to lie to you. You want a woman to tell you, "Oh yeah, I want this, I want that, I want this and that," and I love it. And then so you can feel like, okay, here, I have a goal here. She wants this and that. I'm gonna give it to her. The problem is most chicks are just telling you that kind of stuff to keep your brain preoccupied, to keep you working for them. So now, once you get to the set goal, she moves the goalposts. She ain't never gonna be happy. So Destiny is telling you who she is from the jump. Look, hey, I'm crazy. I'm not the person you need to settle down with. She telling you that. Now it's your job as a man to accept it and not try to win over her heart. Oh, but baby, I can be the one for you. But baby, I can do this for you. I can do that. No, she told you what it was. So if you get fucked over in 3 years, she told you what it was from day one. You got to accept it. Men don't want to accept when a woman tell you who she is. Believe her.
Yeah, facts. 7-8. I sent you my screenshots. Do not ask me. I don't want to know. Nope. I don't want to be bothered. I barely want to see a nigga once a year. So I mean, just leave me alone. Let me be weird and play solitaire and read weird shit on my phone, and that's just what I like to do and decorate. Leave me alone. I don't give a damn about no adults and what they got going on there. Adult ass life, whatever you do, as long as you safe and you're not hurting nobody, I don't give a fuck. Like, go be great. Everybody just be great. Live your life. It does not have no effect on my life. What you eat don't make me shit. What I eat shouldn't make you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because I like to do weird shit, like play solitaire all day, or me and Buttercup being here boxing and shit. That's my catch-all.
Yeah, Buttercup.
So, yeah. I like to do.
I'm gonna have to introduce Buttercup to one of my dogs.
First of all, we won't be doing this feeding Buttercup.
No, I'm just playing, but no,
you crazy.
Hey,
you
but
crazy,
I do want Destiny to answer this question though, because we always talk about this. But I want you to, for this audience over here, because you talked about it on my other page. So why don't you was married now? Why don't you give head? See,
that is a stuff happened to me when I was a child.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's just it just is not a thing that.
So it's just something to trigger you.
Yeah, and it just seems so demeaning. I guess maybe because of that.
Yeah, that's a good reason. That's
Yeah,
a triggering situation. You know what I'm saying? And ironically, you know what I'm saying? It works in reverse for me because some chicks when I was about 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, some grown women, some 304s. You know, they had me doing all kind of freaky shit to them, and ironically, it made me do it. See, it can work either way.
It can. It can definitely. Just like with some young women are raped or molested, they can either become a prude or they become very promiscuous. I just happen to become the other side, the prude side, and it just kind of been like very hardened. Like I don't fall for no nigga. I just nigga go be great. I don't give a fuck. Just let me be alone. Please let me have my. I promise you, I'll be the best girlfriend to anybody. You just gotta let me have my peace and my alone time. You can put cameras throughout the house. You can see this bitch don't do a damn thing but silly shit. I need peace. I need to be alone at least 98% of the time.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
That's why you like cats. That's why women like cats and men like dogs. See, men need more. Contrary to popular belief, we need some affection sometimes. See, you want to be all by yourself and leave me alone. And Destiny want to go in that room, watch her TV with that cat, and don't say nothing to her.
That's true. That is true. Very true. And I want to move furniture around and shit. Just be doing random shit. My little brother, he went out of town for work because my little brother's my roommate. He came back. He was like, "Bitch, can you please just sit down? Stop doing shit. The house looks completely different." He left one day one way and came back on. Yeah, so I'm just I can't speak for every lady. Like I said, my army sisters, those are some of my best. Like those are my homegirls, and some of them are very interesting characters. Very interesting characters. Most of them are very gorgeous too. One of my homegirls, she's been married 5 times, I believe. 5 or 6 times. Yeah.
5 times.
Yeah, 5 or 6 times. Yeah.
Diabolical. 5 times is diabolical.
5 or 6 actually. She was married to a woman once or twice, and then I think her other 3 to 4 were men, were husbands. Yeah. And she's so fucking fine. Like if y'all was to see her, y'all be like, that bitch is fine.
Me personally, I'm not never. I'm gonna let you go. I'm not never getting married again. After this situation, it was a beautiful situation. I can't do it no more. Cause listen, if this one didn't work after all this time, ain't no way in hell I'm finna start over trusting somebody else like that. Cause there's few people you can trust with your bank account, with your trust. Why you can? Cause I don't really like going to sleep around people. You know what I'm saying? Like you got trust to go to sleep around this person. You know what I mean? You got to learn everything about this person. And when you marry, you got to love people for who they are. You got to love everything about them for the most part. But starting all over with that, hell no, I'm not doing that shit, man. I'm gonna have me some young girls, rub my knees and shit like that. That's about it. But all that other shit, getting married and all my money going to my kids, every cent.
Well, put me in the wheel though. Give you my information.
Respect that, bro. Respect that.
I'm playing 78. I'm playing. Don't put me in the wheel though.
This woman wild.
Blue, put me in your wheel too. Abel, put me in your wheel. Everybody put me in your wheel now.
Nope.
Put me in your wheel.
Man, that's me crazy.
You said nope. Yeah, but
yeah.
No, TC, I can never date nobody who does not have the same political views as me. I think that will cause a lot of arguments and tensions. I think you have to have some type of balance there.
I'll tell you one thing though, you and Blu-ray would be the best reality TV show I ever seen in my life.
We would be boxing in the house. I would have to put Blu-ray in the headlock at least twice a day.
Yeah, I would watch that shit every day.
Oh man, bro! Hey, you know, hey, 78, you would need Drew Titan to be the referee to make sure that they break up and shit, and then let them fight. Fight!
Be stabbing Blu-ray all in his damn knuckles and shit. Yeah.
No, you're not. Hey, I'm running. Here you mean?
Hey, Hey, little Blu-ray say like, no, you ain't, woman. You ain't gonna do that shit to me. Hell no.
Yeah, I ain't no fool. You pull out a weapon, I'm gone. I ain't finna play with you.
Yeah. Hey, Blue. Hey, Blue.
Blu-ray,
The
I'm gonna
moment,
stab your
hey,
little toe. I'm gonna be stabbing your little toe every time you go to sleep.
man, Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Hey,
whatever.
Blu-ray. You'll be one of the first things smoking it when a woman bring out the knife and all that other shit.
Let me tell you something. Definitely wouldn't even make with me because her mouth too bad. I don't date women that curse, so
See, yeah. Probably wouldn't work because I have a mouth like a sailor, as they
yeah, I
say.
don't date women
Oh
that use
yeah,
profanity.
yeah.
And we
You
don't
think
believe
that's
you.
neat?
You're like a Christian, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe in God.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, I think that was
And
also.
I'm
I
Orthodox, and
mean,
I'm
when I
Orthodox
say
too.
I
So
believe in God,
I
I
see
mean
where you come from.
I believe in Jesus. Let me say it like that.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
guess
there
it's
you
like a
go. There
Christian
you go.
thing going
That's
on.
better.
Yeah,
That's better.
nah.
There
Just
you
because
go.
you believe in Jesus don't mean you're a Christian.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
whatever you, but Jesus Christ, whatever the case, what you believe is a higher being, sky daddies, and all that shit. Yeah, nah, that wouldn't work out.
Hey, I
Hey,
want you to
man.
answer this.
Well,
Ask
get
me,
what? You gonna see him one day. Keep living.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Hey,
I
hey,
sure am. Her name is
hey.
Gigi. She lives in
Somebody brought
Chicago.
up
I
post a
already met
question in
her.
the chat.
Her name is
hey,
Gigi. She lives in Chicago.
Felix, Flexing Homie has a question for the panel. He says, when is the best age to get married?
Never. 1990. Never.
After 30 for sure.
Never is the
Yeah,
best age. Don't do that.
I would
Just say
say
no.
after 30. I would say too. After 30, you understand what you want in your partner, you understand what you value, and you understand yourself as a person. So, but marrying young, I'm not for that. But if you understand what you're getting yourself into, just like what Destiny said earlier, like when a woman tells you who she really is, you have to believe it and you have to answer that question. Are you willing to commit to that, or are you going to step out and basically find somebody else? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I say after 30 years old. For me, I'm just right now just scoping around, just looking around. But I'm always going to find a good black woman too. See, with me, I stick to my people, with my Eritrean Ethiopian people, and I love me some black people, man. Absolutely, I love a good black woman. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think I agree with y'all as far as after 30. I think it depends like on your maturity level and what you got accomplished. Me personally, I feel like just how I feel. It don't matter what age it is, you have to understand what the meaning of marriage is. And both of y'all, you and the woman, have to understand y'all roles in said marriage. You can't just get married because I love her and blah blah blah. You got to talk about situations. Y'all have to have an understanding about how to rear a child. What's if she gets pregnant? Is she gonna be a stay-at-home mom? Blah, blah. Is there something else that she wants to do with her life before y'all commit like this? Is something you want to do with your life that you haven't done? All this stuff got to be talked about before you get married, because if you don't deal with that stuff, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of problems early on.
Yep.
Y'all gotta be strong enough to weather the initial storm, because the storm going after the honeymoon phase, when reality set in and y'all got all these bills and you got this and that. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret too. This ain't really a secret, but it's a secret. Listen, when shit go bad, it's your job as the husband to pull a miracle out your ass. When something happens where the fucking car, the transmission go out, okay, but your wife got to get to work and you don't feel like driving her in your fucking car and all this old crazy shit, you got to pull $2,500, $3,000 out your ass. It's your responsibility as a man. However, the lead up to it, right? That's motherfucker don't want to hear shit from you. When you tell them, hey, look, you need to go check you check engine light on, you go check that. Hey, you need to go do this and that. I got it. Motherfucker don't want to hear shit. Everybody's strong and independent. Don't want to hear shit until shit go bad. Now now you got to be the fucking miracle worker. See what I'm saying? And that's what they don't tell you when you get married. When you get married, this is how everybody gonna look at it. If y'all fall on hard times, especially if y'all a young couple, you fall on hard times, if y'all depending on both incomes, her income and yours, if she lose her job and your money ain't enough to take care of the bills, everybody in the family gonna look at you as a bum ass nigga. They might not call you that, but you gonna be the one who get blamed. Oh, you can't take care of your family. You can't do this. You can't do that. Even though she the one who lost her job. I'm telling you, I've seen this happen to so many youngsters, and they feel so much pressure, the weight of the world on them, and everybody look at them like they ain't shit. Then when the man fall on hard times, now all of a sudden the woman looking down, talking, oh, I need some help. I mean, look, I know it's hard out here, but man, then she gonna start staying out late, disrespecting you because you ain't got no fucking job, all kind of ignorant ass shit. So you gotta know what kind of woman you got. You gotta know what you're getting into. And I would advise you to be with the woman for a while before you make that commitment to marriage. I don't give a fuck what the woman say. Because the woman say, oh, I'm gonna get married. Oh, all my friends get married. Marry. All that shit don't mean nothing if she don't understand her role and if she don't respect her vows. Because if you get your black ass up there on that altar and start talking about I swear and this and that by the moon and the stars up above and all this, so you are making a commitment to the universe, to God, to your ancestors, and a year later you ready to break all those vows because you can't deal with somebody leaving their socks in the bathroom. Is ridiculous. You got to get all that shit talked about and understood before y'all get married, man. In my opinion, too many young folks just thinking, yeah, we're gonna get married, especially young brothers, man. Man, fuck that. Make her work for that shit. Make her earn that shit. Don't just be trying to prove you a good man. Because listen, man, I'm gonna tell you another secret. This is a free jewel. Any woman that gets a BBL and she already got a man and her man didn't ask her for it, she finna be a hoe. She finna let everybody see that body ass naked. Book it, guaranteed.
70. Well, I have to disagree with you on some of the things you said. First of all, I personally would never ever get married again. I don't need a piece of paper to tell me I'm with somebody or I love you or whatever the case may be. But the horse and the carriage and all that dumb shit. That's just me personally. I understand everybody's the same way. But when you said about when a man's down or whatever, 70, I gave my ex-husband $19,000 to get his ass out of debt and to get his credit up to mine. When we were broke together, we were strong together. But when we started making money, that fool act like he ain't know his ass from his elbow. So that was, and there was some other things. And I'm just, he was physically abusive, but I was verbally and mentally abusive because I couldn't beat him with my fist, but I could beat him. I could outthink him on any given Sunday.
I know you got a sharp tongue on you.
Yeah, and I could always, I could outthink him on any given Sunday. So he'll pass lick, but then I would just, I would destroy him, with my mouth or whatever. I'm being honest. And I'm not proud of that. By no means am I proud of that. But this is the truth. But yeah, whenever he fell or whatever, it was always me that made sure we got up. I'm not one of those people who believe, well, you better go figure. No, we gonna figure it out. And if I got it, you damn right you're gonna get it. When he wanted his car painted, I came up with that $10,000 to get his car painted and all that good shit. So yeah, not every woman is like that.
No. But see, that's what I said. It's not what I'm trying to say is society, the family, people, your friends, people are gonna judge if the relationship go bad for financial reasons. It don't matter what the woman got. People are going to blame the man, the husband. In this, they be like, "Oh man, he didn't do this." And
well, that's why you don't let people in on your business.
I agree. That's another free game, and for all you youngsters, flex it, homie. If you think you're ready to get married, do it, man. I ain't gonna try to discourage nobody from getting married. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm gonna say this: if you are going to get married, keep your family out your business, bro. And what I mean by that is, you're gonna have times where you mad at your wife, and she gonna piss you off, right? Don't call your mama and daddy. Do not call your brothers and sisters, and do that. If you got somebody to call, have that one homie that it's okay to vent to, and then he vent to you about shit. Have that person you can vent to. Everybody needs to vent, but if you tell your mama, if you tell your brother, your sister,
the whole family gonna know.
Listen, if you tell anybody that love you that somebody's hurting you or has hurt you, they always gonna hate that bitch. It's not. You can't say, yeah, she cheated on me. Yeah, the nigga Tyrone, he was over here while I was at work.
Hey, 78, I don't mean to cut y'all, man, but I got to slide out, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah, we finna end it anyway. But Blue,
Bye, Blue.
tell people.
All right,
Peace out, Blue.
Hey, Des, I'm gonna reconsider us being together since you giving out that paper.
Shut your ass up.
Dang.
Hey, hey, listen, I'm not gonna serve God none of that, baby. Where you at? What's your address?
Get your black ass down from damn place.
All right, man. You know you can find us on the 0304 shit, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all to chat. Hey, I'm glad me and Destiny ended on a good note tonight, man. I appreciate her for maturing for about 10 minutes. You hear me?
Shut your ass up, Blue.
Yeah, my boy.
Love you too, brother.
Hey, my boy Abel.
Yeah,
but I gotta
respect
get out of here,
Blue,
bro.
but I'm gonna tell you something. You know I'm relentless, bro. You know my mind is on a different stratosphere. But respect to you, sir.
I know you still didn't answer my question, but hey, I'll see y'all next week on the No 304 show, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, see you,
man. Hey, shout out to young Abel for coming through, blessing us. Shout out to Destiny Black for coming through, the lovely.
Hey, one more thing, 78. Hey, one last thing, 78. Let me tell you some real shit. Since my birthday is gonna be Monday, I gotta give you some shout outs for this. Thanks for these oil or cologne, brother. Because I'm gonna tell you this. My shit got elevated now. Now I'm gonna know what it really feel like.
Now you're a player. Now you're a player.
That's right.
Smelling good. You know what I'm saying? The ladies don't know what to do with themselves.
I love it, Abel. I love it for you, honey. I love it for you.
Yeah, that's right.
I had to
That's right.
Now, Stephanie, you got to send me the location to our land in Africa so I can get on my boat.
Yep. I'm going hey. Let me tell y'all, brothers, this. Always respect your OGs, and even if you disagree with them, never cross the line. Always keep it cordial. You know how me and 78 always disagree when it comes to basketball? We never cross the line. We disagree, and we sometimes butt heads, but we keep it respect.
He's a LeBron James hater. Yeah. I've come to that conclusion.
Yeah,
he's a LeBron James hater.
He loves himself, Russell Westbrook. That's it. That's his crush.
And he believes in the Milwaukee No Bucks. He believes in the Milwaukee Dome. He believes in the Milwaukee Dome.
Oh, I'm gonna steal that one.
Here come the hate. What's up, AB? I appreciate you in the super chat, good brother. No,
hey, Destiny. I like that note. I like that name. The Milwaukee No Bucks. I like that.
y'all some haters. Both of y'all some haters.
But
on a serious note, thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. Means a lot, brother.
Love y'all. Everybody have a good night. Hugs and kisses, everybody.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us in the chat. We will see y'all next Wednesday. Make sure y'all share this video and hit that like button, man. Spread the word about this channel, you dig? And we'll holler at y'all in a minute, man. Everybody here, deuces.